Hey, what's up guys? How's the day going? Hope everything's going fine. Welcome back to another Dislyte video. Alright, so in today I'll be showcasing you guys how to do stage 12-8 on hard mode. I'll be giving you guys a detailed explanation on how the boss's mechanics works, as well as some free-to-play team recommendations. Not necessarily team, but like, hero recommendations, which are going to be really helpful against this fight against Siegfried. So this is the boss. Looks pretty damn cool. Alright, so anyways, if you guys did not know, this video is going to be particularly targeted towards early game players because I have people asking me about this question a lot, like how to defeat stage 12-8 hard mode. And I didn't give much thought into it at the beginning because, of course, I'm a medium to like late game player, so I have the runes and everything, heroes. But for early game players, this might be their first, toughest boss to ever defeat. So yeah, this video is more targeted to them. Before we even start the battle, this light, what it does, it gives you a preview of the enemies. So this is going to be our boss, Siegfried. So he has 3 skills. All right, the first skill, I'll give you a detailed explanation how this boss's mechanics works. So first of all, this boss has 2 mechanics. So it's not even mechanics, 2 phases, right? Yeah, you can say 2 phases. So this is his base form, right? This is his base form. You have to kill him once, and then next time he resurrects and takes a much stronger form, and his skills also get upgraded. So the sad part is you cannot see the upgraded skills here in the potential enemy list, but you can see this during the battle. I'll explain. Also, with the patch 2.0.1, they also upgraded this feature called recommended formation. I highly do not advise to go by this and use your own mind, because I have seen particularly that these recommendations are kind of troll. Troll as in like it selects just the major stats of your heroes and just puts it together. I don't know. I don't even know how it calculates this, but I guess. But yeah, I just feel it's so troll, right? So do not go over this recommended formations. So let's go with skills once and for all. First skill, deals damage to the enemy and prolongs all debuffs on the target by 1 turn. Really nothing special. Single target damage spell. His speed is also pretty low, 100 speed. So if you have fast units, you can easily lap him at least 2 times, right? So his second skill, deals damage to the enemy and inflicts defense down for 2 turns. The attack reduces the target's max HP. Again, really nothing special. It's again a single target spell. The only part to take away is if the fight goes too long, this skill can actually reduce your target's max HP by quite a lot. Although it's single target, so I would really doubt that this would be really impactful, right? Especially the AI is random since he is a shimmer-based hero, shimmer-based boss, so AI can literally target the skill towards anyone. His third skill is an AoE poison inflict skill, so he will damage you 3 times, and each hit will have like a 70% chance to inflict poison for 2 turns. And he will also deal additional damage based on the amount of HP lost by the target. Alright, so once you've read the skills, this is just his phase 1 skills, guys. His phase 2 skills do get upgraded. Like his third skill, the ultimate, still remains the same, but his first and second skills do get upgraded. And the way they get upgraded is he will then target the enemy with the lowest HP percentage with his skills. And this skill will also like transform into an AoE defense down and buff block skill. So there's really important things to take away while you build a team for this boss, especially a free-to-play team. I'm asserting the word free-to-play because, I'm expecting early game players to not be in the whale territory, unless of course there's going to be some exceptions, but I'm expecting people who are still like completing the story mode do not have that much resources and heroes. So I'm just going to use the term free to play, right? Doesn't really matter if you're paid or anything, like bought a battle pass or whatever, right? So first of all, I have Mona as a lead. Gabriel is now considered a free to play hero, right? Because you can get her from the reroll, and I especially recommend people to choose Gabriel from the reroll instead of stuff like Bandina or Li Ling, because honestly, Li Ling is a good DPS, but like Gabriel's utility is on another level, right? Like she's considered like one of the best espers, legendary espers in the game for reasons. Like she has AoE defense break, AoE immunity, defense up, attack down. Her speed is pretty good, and she benefits from having speed as well. So like Gabriel is just a top tier pick, right? Now, of course, my stats are kind of inflated on my units, so I won't go into stat recommendations. Like I think it's pretty good skilled. The stats on the enemies are greatly scaled based on your what's it called, your progression in the game. So I think if you are like at the level at which you are, stats don't really value that much. Of course, I would recommend you to have good runes or relics on your DPS. So, for example, Mona is going to be our prime DPS in early game. That's what I expect. Gabriel just built it fast and tanky. Next up is going to be Asnath. Now, Asnath is a queen in PvE content just because of her Lotus Steps, right? Her third skill, it's a team-wide AP boost. It's also damage reduction. She also has some great heals with her second skill, and her first skill is a great buff strip, right? So, Asnath is a top tier PvE hero. She's also free-to-play friendly because you can get her from the Ripple Dimension. Yesua, another godly hero in PvP as well as PvE. Again, you can get her from Ripple Dimension. Now, I've used Thor here because, in my opinion, of course, he's a free-to-play hero, but he might be tough for people to obtain at the level they are, right? If they're not even able to complete 12-8 hard, so kind of unrealistic expectation from me that they will have Donner, right? So instead of Donner, what you can do is just put out like any DPS. Honestly, any DPS, like even Sanders. If you have like Chloe, Lin Zhao, any DPS will work. I'm just putting Donner because I consider him a free-to-play hero, right? So this is our free-to-play team which we're using. The idea behind it is Mona is for wave clears. In the first, she's also good consistent DPS against boss, but mainly she's used for wave clear as well as her leader skill, which increases all allies attack by 25%. Gabriel is for the defense up and the immunity because she just increases the survivability. Also, in Siegfried's second phase, he has this AoE defense down and buff block, so you really do need immunity, right? So Asnath is for the damage reduction as well as the healing. Now Yasuha is same for the buffs as well as the healing. She also has a really great first skill which inflicts an attack down on the boss. So guys, this attack down really does matter a lot in PvE. Again, like Donner, this could be like any other DPS, honestly, it doesn't really matter. So let's just start the battle. Let me just show you guys how the battle looks like. Now, of course, I'm going to be autoing the first stage because, you know, my units are kind of stacked. You can just auto the stage as well, but I do recommend you play it on manual so that you can save your abilities cooldowns. For example, Asnath's third skill, because the boss will always start his what you may call his turn with the AoE, his third skill, right? So Asnath's third skill is godly. All right, you're right. I think we're done. Yeah, we're done with this one. So here comes his first. This is the first phase of Siegfried. Look at that. He looks so weak, naked, you know. So what you're gonna do is just start off by immunity and defense up from Gabriel. Remember, Gabriel should be your fastest unit in the team. Now what you're gonna do is boost everybody's AP, also give them damage reduction with Asnath's third skill. There we go. Give some more buffs to our heroes. Just try to chunk him down. This is his third skill. Great animations. Does nothing. Really, nothing. So what you're gonna do, I'm not gonna waste my Asnath's heal. We'll just try to defense them, what you may call, DPS them down. You can try to inflict, what you may say, attack down as well. For example, we just inflicted attack down with Gabriel's third skill, so attack down really matters a lot, guys. It's such a huge deal when you're fighting PvE content. So just DPS down, really. You can see he's doing nothing, because my team has immunity as well as what we call it, survivability. And honestly, this phase is like very easy. You can just complete it very easily. Like you can just use any free-to-play hero. See, this was a shitty targeting by him. What he did was he not only gave some damage to my Donner, he also reduced his maximum HP ceiling. So yeah, that was kind of sad. So I just want to keep my units healed up, because when his second phase comes up, he's gonna be targeting the lowest HP percentage unit on your team. So if it's a DPS hero, he will literally hit hard, right? He can even one-shot some of your units if they're not geared properly. So I'm just gonna auto for a bit. Yeah, get them all topped up. DPS him down. Got the conductor mode on my Donner. There's his AoE. This AoE is gonna pop all the Lotus Marks, give another turn to Asnath. See, the damage reduction is so huge, guys. It's so huge. Honestly, Asnath is like a cheat code for PvE content. She helped me a lot, even in the Temporal Tower. I was so lazy to do the floor 50 of the Temporal Tower, but finally, like, after I pulled TA yesterday, I needed like one more, what you call spirit, legendary Spearmon, and I just saw that you could get it from like the, what you call it, the 50th floor achievement. He hits so hard, goddamn. Now I just want, alright, here we go. Here's his transformation. He suits up. Nice. Get his body covered, gets possessed. So yeah, now let's look at his all his skills. His first skill is deals damage to whichever enemy has the lowest percentage of remaining HP, dispels all buffs on the target, and prolongs all debuffs on the target as well by 1 turn. So honestly, considered like a upgraded Bandina skill, but he does huge damage with this as well. He will strip all your buffs on the target of the lowest HP, so always keep your units topped up, especially your DPS or squishy units, because he can deal some massive damage. His AoE defense down and buff block for 2 turns, and this again will target additionally the teammate who has the lowest percentage of HP and ignores defense. So it's not like if you have defense-based heroes like Thor or like Jawser or what you may say, Barden, like any of those heroes doesn't really matter because this skill will ignore defense. Again, another reason for you to keep your low HP units topped up, healed. His third skill remains the same, AoE poison, so doesn't really matter. Currently you can see my Mona, she will easily top up back to full health because she has Hades set. Now what we do is just keep on doing our buff rotations. We got a good attack down as well on the boss. This will greatly reduce how hard he hits. We go and do our Lotus steps, give everybody a Lotus Mark buff. Try to do some defense down. And the boss has really high resistance as well, so keep in mind. Here's his third skill. You can see he doesn't do anything. Pops all the Lotus Marks. I'm gonna heal everybody up as well. It's just a slow grind, right? It's just a slow grind. Kill the boss. It's only one boss, that's the good part. There's no additional like towers or anything. We got another attack down by Yasuva. There we go. He's gonna use his A2, his second skill. Get some buff block on some of our members. Kind of sad. So my Donner is buff blocked. We do not have any cleanse here, honestly, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think that really matters. But yeah, I'm gonna top up our Yasuo, give her invincibility. He's gonna dispel some buffs anyways, but there's no buffs, so yeah, that's really nice. Now here in this position, I'm not gonna use my Lotus Marks because we have buff blocks on, but I will heal. Right, I'll heal. Just slowly DPS him down. The constant attack down buff is really helping us a lot. Also, you guys can see he's pretty slow the way he moves. It doesn't really matter. Now in this moment, as you can see, his turn is just about to come up. I'm just gonna use my Lotus Marks. Damage reduction. Yeah, doesn't even hit as hard when you have damage reduction as well as you have attack down. Just a cheat code, guys. Asnath and Gabriel cheat codes for PvE content. So there we go. He's down. The raid boss Siegfried. Easy, free to play team. Well, kind of free to play. My runes are pretty good, but honestly, it's not even about the runes. It's all about the strategy with this boss and many other bosses. So yeah, this is it. Stay tuned for more such guides, guys. I'll finally be doing some guides on the Temporal Tower as well when it resets. Sadly, I did complete Infinite Miracle, this Temporal Tower already. So when it will reset, I'll probably do like a, what you may say, stage guides for like every stage. Um, right, not literally every stage, but like 10, like the main stages, right? The boss stages, like 10, 20. And every month we get to see this temple tower add some new type of bosses. So I'm really interested to see what will be the boss rotations this time. And honestly, some of the boss stages are so tough. They're so mind-blowingly complex that, it really pisses me off that you have to like be so invested to do this. But honestly, at the end of the day, this is such a fun and challenging content. Like this is another, like, for PvE players, this is such a blessing. Like, you get to theory craft so much. And uh yeah, that's it. The rewards are pretty fine as well. And that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do drop a like, subscribe, all that bullshit. Yeah, so yeah, have a nice day. Peace out, guys.